Mirror Business FM, The Morning Drive, and a warm welcome back to Ajay Menon, who is the CEO of Luxe, Vista Real Estate. Couple of things, actually, I have to not bring you to account for, but I didn't realise it was your birthday, first of all. You kept that quiet. So happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Very nice to see you. And you're just back from vacation as well. So you walked in and I thought, there's a man that looks like he's been reclining for a little while. He looks a bit, what's the word they use these days? Chilled, I think is the word. You're looking well, Ajay. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah.
Just back in Dubai on a repatriation flight, no less, as well.
Correct.
Yeah. So you're on holiday and celebrating your birthday. Your birthday's February the 28th?
28th. That's why the fireworks were arranged.
Oh, man. That's one way of looking at it, I suppose. And then, of course, you're away for a while, and then you're trying to get back. And it wasn't that difficult, I gather.
Not at all, because and that is why I love this place, because I went on 27th.
Right.
Everything was very, very ordinary.
Yeah,
28th is when it all started. And I was scheduled to fly back on the 3rd.
Yeah.
And on 1st, 2nd, obviously, they canceled the flights. And they were constantly in touch with us. We were supposed to check out on the 3rd. The government, the company, airline company, paid for that extra stay with the food. And they were repatriating UAE nationals, gold card holders, residents in that order. Okay. It was not made public, but the idea is you could just go to the airport, and if you are in those categories, they will let you in.
Okay.
So I happen to have a golden card, I was on the priority list, and we flew back exactly on the scheduled date, the 3rd, and I was back in Dubai on the 4th. And I could have gone to any country in the world. I could have gone to India. I didn't even bother to do that because I feel perfectly safe in Dubai.
Well, that's what's interesting, actually, is that, I know that you've lived in Dubai a long time. You lived in the UAE a long time, and you were kind of, from what I can read between the lines here, you were kind of itching to get back.
100%.
Yeah.
There is no doubt. And this is what many people outside the country do not understand. And they think that we are paid to do this. You are in the media. Did anybody pay you to say good things about UAE?
No, but I'm open to offers. That's for sure. I can do with some more cash. No, you start to see that a lot on social media, actually, and people will start to say, look, the reason people are positive is trust in leadership, trust in government, and, you're used to the fact that actually here things work in a pretty methodical way, and you've seen the government step up, and I think that's all fair. I can understand why people look in and think, oh, is that really the case? But the simple fact is it is the case. You're not paid to be here and to say things. You're paid because you have an opinion on real estate, which we will get to. I'm paid to talk to people about the things that we're trying to do as a radio station. That's simply what it is, and that there is no agenda other than, and I think this is really apparent. You try to make the best of a situation. There is perhaps a more positive attitude, and that's certainly encouraged. But I'm not sure that's a bad thing.
Definitely not.
It's a good thing.
And I don't even understand why media tries to sensationalize all this. The only people who were trying to get out were the tourists who came in for a vacation and who were stranded in the airport. No resident who has got their roots here is trying to go out from this country.
No, I got to be honest with you. I don't know anybody that's left because of the situation. I genuinely don't. I was trying to think the other day. I was talking to my father. He says, what's it like? And, because he's seeing the other side. He's in the UK. And he's been here, so he's aware of how, the UAE is and he's enjoyed his time here. And I said, well, I can't think of anybody that's leaving, Dad. I just, no, there isn't anybody.
Try hard.
Oh, okay.
Try hard. You might find one or two.
I'm racking my brain. It's not what it seems from the outside. Let's talk about real estate a little bit, though, because this is obviously your bread and butter these days, if you like. You have a real estate agency. I don't want to ask you to get the crystal ball out because I do that far too much. Let's leave that gathering dust in the corner for today.
I had brought the crystal ball with me. We don't want it. Okay.
Not now. Let's go bowling later. But the future for Dubai real estate, because we're at this kind of situation where we're 10 days into a conflict. Obviously, people are taking a view that, you know, it's just a holding pattern really for people, isn't it? At the moment?
Correct.
You know?
See, the thing is, everything is not hunky-dory. Let's put it that way.
Sure.
The sales will definitely slow down. It has slowed down in March.
Right.
Quite natural. It's a knee-jerk reaction. Normal people will wait to around 2 to 4 weeks. It's a wait-and-watch situation at the moment. This is what is currently happening. But then if you ask me, which other place is safe? Forget Dubai real estate, forget Dubai. People had started advertising about Cyprus, Azerbaijan, and Singapore. Cyprus was bombed a couple of days back. Azerbaijan also had an attack. There goes that market. Singapore, it's only a matter of time when China is getting into Taiwan. There goes that sweet spot as well. And Singapore is not accessible for many people. You're talking about around almost about 64 to 65% stamp duty for foreign buyers. So that's it. And then again, we're back to Dubai. Right? Dubai will have two impact. One is the short-term impact. Okay, let's get into the short-term impact.
Yeah.
It will slow down for a while, 1 month to 2 months. But again, what is the best case scenario? What is the worst case scenario? Best case scenario is a ceasefire by Eid. And worst case scenario is the end.
Okay.
Right. That is the worst case scenario that can happen.
You're a ray of light.
Yeah, I know. But now let's get to the correct point. But again, everybody knows what's happening. So people will wait. Smart investors will not sell anything. Smart investors will buy, but very carefully. They will still buy. And what is also happening is there's a lot of agencies that will go away. A lot of part-time influencers turned brokers will go away. It will be more like a cleansing ritual sort of thing.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay.
Off-planned launches will slow down, which is actually a welcome break.
With the number of launches, what was it? It wasn't every 13 minutes. That would be ridiculous. But there were a couple of launches.
14 hours or something like that, every 14 hours kind of thing.
That's right.
Yeah. So these things will slow down a little bit. There will still be one or two, few panic sellers. But the number of buyers waiting with cash is way more than the number of people who are actually willing to sell. I have not had anybody who just called me and said, I want to sell my property. But after every wave of new attacks, I get calls, do we have any distressed deals? I said, I just put 4 of them yesterday online. So you are in queue.
Really?
Yeah, it's a truth.
Wow.
People see, they have seen everything. They've seen the Dubai recovery, post the financial crisis, 2014. They've seen post-COVID. No, they've been here. They've seen what is happening here. And nobody who's smart. If you had a property, will you sell now?
No.
I wouldn't sell.
No.
Yeah. See, the thing is, again, cash transactions, that will happen a lot now. Because people are sitting with the cash. Because you know why? Because they were expecting this kind of a crash because many rating agencies are saying, oh, there will be a correction. This is the correction. This is the right time. If something happens, this is the right time. But what I see is you might find some developers offering some sort of discounts or better payment plans for the already released inventory, launch projects.
Okay, just as
an incentive, as an
encouragement,
encouragement to sell out there. But what they can do is they can definitely hold on to their future launches.
Okay. What about long-term impacts, though? That's now. Right?
That is now. Long-term impact is definitely, again, see, the reputation of Dubai as a safe haven is still solid. That is also the reason why, like we discussed earlier, many people are defending Dubai, even when a lot of publications, respected publications and journalists from outside the country is actually saying negative things about it. Everybody has their own agenda. See, the thing is, what they say, especially in the UK, they've been really negative towards to Dubai. Why are they doing it? They're doing it because they've lost a lot of capital to Dubai. They want to retain that capital back in the UK.
This is true. It's also a cultural mentality. And, if you're from the UK, if you're honest, you'll agree. We build people up, and then we like to chip away and knock them down. That's what it is. You don't become too big for your boots. That's how it's seen there. That's British mentality. People will probably shout at me for that, but bring it on. So it's
Now,
fine.
it's the same thing with India as well. I've seen, because Indian markets like Mumbai and Gurgaon, they're doing quite well. And they actually are, because 22% of the buyers in Dubai are from India. These are clients they missed out. So they want to retain that capital there. They're trying their best to say negative things about Dubai, because, see, this is when a lot of emotions happen. So, and it's very easy to get into a person if he's emotionally kind of unstable at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a knee-jerk reaction. So they are trying to capitalize this thing and then see what they can do. Because if Dubai was at its prime, these people don't even have a fighting chance.
So the fundamentals really haven't changed, have they?
It has not changed at all. And what again happened, like what we said, the proactive leadership is actually proving even better, because that is the reason why all these people, the general actual resident of Dubai is defending these kind of negative comments on the social media, because they already trust the leadership and the way, especially after COVID thing. But now this is even taken to a different level. So now what else can they do? This is a war zone, and every missile has been intercepted. That means they have the best defense system in the world.
True.
So it has been tested to the core. There is no more further test on Dubai or UAE as a country. And is the average person safe on a normal day? Yes. Are they safe during wartime? Yes. What else can go wrong?
I'm trying to think of a counter argument, and I'm stuck. So I'm going to give you the win on that one. But you are right. I mean, the safe haven reputation has been knocked externally to some extent. That much is clear. But here, I don't feel as though that reputation's been knocked at all.
And what reputation are these people talking about? If going by the same token, after 9/11, America should never have recovered. After World War, London and Europe should never have recovered. Everybody came from a war.
It's a good point, actually. It does depend on your standard, doesn't it? I suppose where that sits. What's your advice to people? Because you're talking to people who buy properties, who are actively looking at the moment, whether it's distressed or not. What are you telling people?
See, as a real estate person, if I'm as a real estate professional, my thing is I am secure even if they buy or sell. But as a consultant, I tell my clients, hold on to your portfolio. Do not sell. There is no need to sell because the fundamentals are still strong. Again, what you should be doing is basically you should be looking to invest now, because most people will not invest now. So you can get the best deals out of government-backed developers. Buying offline is the best game, because even there is nothing to hit at the moment, even if a missile, because it's still on paper. And by the time your unit comes up in the next 2 to 3 years, things are all back to normal. So that is a good way to think about it. And then again, what else? What are the alternatives to invest? See, it's immediately after a war, what normally happens? Your stock market is crashed. Your crypto is done and dusted. Right? And then what you have is oil is as good as a casino. Just go to the casino and gamble away. Then otherwise you invest in oil. It can go up, go down, whatever happens. Then you have cash. A recession is imminent. Inflation, we're looking at inflation. Your cash is dead. It's devalued. Plus, you could also get cash stuck in your ATMs, because when the data centers got hit, many people could not use their bank apps to move the money around. Again, what else are the other two options? You have to go for real hard assets. That is either your gold and silver or real estate. Gold is always a safe haven. You should always have some portion of your portfolio in gold. But again, with gold, there is no yield at all. It's a safe haven. That's it. Right? If you are for the long term, definitely keep gold. No doubt at all. But real estate is something which will keep growing. Once ready, it will start giving you yields. And it is also a perfect way to hedge your investments.
So let me just paraphrase what you've said there. You are bullish going forward.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. I wrote a number of questions down that I wanted to put to you very directly today. The first thing was, naturally there is some sensitivity because of, this is about
understandable,
people
yes.
and, sentiment and how we feel and, how you react in an adverse situation. But what parts of the real estate market do you think might be the most sensitive?
Definitely,
pushed you.
especially in Dubai, there's a lot of, it was always an imminent threat because there's a lot of average developers giving average products in not so great locations. Right? They will definitely be affected. And if you're looking at the ready ones now, which is just getting handed over now, that is going to be a little of a problem because if people are not coming in, they will have units. If they bought it just to let it out on a short-term rental, they will be affected because tourists is definitely not coming in because the flights are not being operated.
Sure.
And it will also take some time for people to gather courage and come to Dubai.
There are going to be delays, aren't there? There is a lag effect.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah.
So these people will definitely be affected.
Okay.
So in case something happens or some kind of a distress deal happens, this is the area where you should be looking at. Again, who will buy these units? These will be obviously owned by international investors, and this will be bought by people living in Dubai who are still confident about the market. So people with sharks, I would say, with money in hand, cash in hand, they are looking out for these opportunities. I know a lot of people who are looking at, myself, I am also looking out for these kind of opportunities. So, at the end of the day, we are investors.
Yeah, look, that anecdotally, we've been talking about that for the last 10 days, really. When it comes to rents, to prices, to volumes, realistically, honestly, what's likely?
It will go down for the short term, definitely. We're looking at, so this is the right time to rent. If you're looking for rent, you can negotiate harder. If you're looking for a short stay or instead of a normal Airbnb thing, you can, or a holiday home rental, this is the time you can actually get much better deals. The sellers, I would not say, I would not ask them to sell at all. Hold on, because unless you have to make that payment and you don't have that money. If you think that you can hold on to your portfolio, please hold on. Do not make this kind of impulsive judgments.
Okay, and long term, you don't feel as though there's any drastic change to kind of the long term story, do you?
Definitely not. You just, when you're looking at long term, we're looking at this war is not regional anymore. This war is going to affect everybody in the world. It's already started affecting a lot of people. We're looking at oil prices through the charts. Even in India, the gas prices in one day increased by 70 rupees. That is actually quite a lot in one day. So people have started getting the effect all over the world. And a recession to one place is not limited to only that place. It is going to trickle down to all the countries. So then, even if you're looking at the long-term recovery has to be uniformly in all the places, or it will stay low in all the places. Even in that conditions, definitely the conditions in Dubai would still be better than most of the places, as we know.
If you're in the market now, and let's say sentiment dips for a few months, maybe 6, maybe 12 months, which is a reasonable assessment. If you're in the market, you need to be saying to yourself, can I hold? And am I comfortable with holding? The point is to just not panic and just be comfortable with where you are. If you're in that situation, that's a good situation.
That is correct. See, again, it all depends on your personal situation. The thing is, are you comfortable? Have you already paid that mortgage? Or even if you are on a mortgage, can you cover that EMI with the limited rentals that you're getting? I still say that even at a lower end of the rental value, you are only paying a mortgage for probably a 50 or a 40% of the remainder of the payment at a 4% interest. Your rental will definitely cover that part. So if you are going on a net-to-net basis, you should be pretty better off. Even in that conditions, do not sell. But in case, if you cannot cover your mortgage and you think you are in a situation, obviously that is a matter that you have to evaluate yourself. And then if that is the case, then put it up for sale. But expect real negotiations to happen. You are not going to get your dream price. You will definitely be selling at a distress.
Okay. and ask yourself, is this, the usual questions? And I think it's worth kind of reminding ourselves of things like, is this a home? Is this a flip? Is this a long-term income play? Does my strategy match the risk? All the questions that you should usually ask, they will still apply.
Definitely. So fundamentals have never changed.
Yeah.
So fundamentals of any investment, any real estate investment has never changed in the thing. Whichever country you are always buying a property or properties for a certain purpose. Definitely one is a primary residence. The other is basically you are looking at to sell it at a profit, or you're going to rent it out. You are still trying to generate money out of that investment. Any investment is for returns.
I think I know what you're going to answer the next question with. I suppose this is the last question. We've only got a couple of minutes left, unfortunately. But listening to what you were saying earlier about Dubai as a safe haven and the attitude from outside and that discussion we had, an observation for you really, Ajay. Dubai often benefits from regional stress, that kind of adverse reaction thing. Is there such a thing as, I don't know if I want to call it the safe haven effect, but is that kind of inherent to not just Dubai? I mean, I think it's the UAE. I think regionally it applies to some degree as well. But is that a thing?
Definitely, because okay, let me rephrase.
I thought that's what you'd say.
Let me rephrase it in a different way.
You're probably more eloquent than me, so I'll let you do it.
No, so I don't really didn't want to name the countries, but of course I have to. A place like Lebanon being hit now very, very badly.
Yes.
A place like Jordan. These places. Now, where do you think that these people are going to go? You are going to choose the lesser of the two evils? And we can safely say that even if you remove that safe haven status from Dubai, it is definitely the lesser of the two evils when you compare to all these countries.
I see where you're going with that. I can understand your thinking. Yeah. No, it does make sense. So, I mean, your answer is yes, isn't it?
We've seen this before. We'll see this. We'll continue to see this.
Yeah.
Like they say, past performance is not a future indicator, but still, I have seen it 3 times. I don't think it will be any different this time also.
Probably not. No, probably not. It's been an interesting discussion, and I appreciate seeing you back. Are you around for a while now?
Yeah.
You are. Okay, so we'll see you next Tuesday. Ajay Menon is the CEO of Luxe Vista Real Estate, based here in Dubai. And another year older and wiser as well. But I'm not even going to ask how many years that is. Ajay, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Appreciate you coming in. This is Mirror Business FM.